That's how it goes.
Would y'all mind demonstrating like how laying down works and sitting back up? Would that be okay?
Do you want me to do it for her?
So we had the awesome opportunity to go to Hampton University like a week or so ago. It would be like 2 weeks by the time we upload this video. Anyways, we had the opportunity to go to Hampton University to work with some PT students there.
Yeah.
Teaching them some transfers, and then Cole was freely gave his body for them to use and transfer.
Jeez, that sounded a little
Cole was very generous in allowing himself to be a guinea pig.
A guinea pig.
Guinea pig.
Guinea pig.
For the students to practice transferring him.
Hey you! I don't like your girlfriend. No way, no way.
Gotta be my fiance.
Where are we headed?
You love to ask me that question to start these videos. Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Oh, should I show my wrapped hair?
Yeah.
I have this on my head because I'm trying not to slick my edges, you know. Anyways, beyond the point. We're invited to be guest lecturers, so to tell our story and then also to talk about transfers and demonstrate a couple transfers, car transfers, sliding board transfers, etc.
For PT students.
Wait, let's say that again. For PT students, so we're really excited.
Yeah, Zach Crump, who works with Sheltering Arms, is the one who set it up. Prisma knew Zach when she worked there, and I've known Zach from working out there for a long time. So pretty excited. We've never done something like this before, so we're a little nervous too. It's also super early. There's a beautiful sunset, or sunrise, I guess.
Yeah.
I was telling Prisma, I don't think I've seen a sunrise in years. So that's cool.
All right, let's go.
Zach reached out to us and asked, because he's an adjunct professor at Hampton University, so he reached out and asked if we would come and share our story a little bit, and then allow the students to work with Cole and me with transfer. So I was demonstrating how I transferred Cole, even though it may not be the textbook way, but it works for us.
All right, so gather around. Could you demonstrate how you got to the edge of your chair one more time?
Yeah, so I hooked my right arm here, give me some leverage to work with, and then it's all about just positioning my body so I can use my arms to throw myself over.
I just put my hands under his butt and I use it with my palms down, and so I just kind of I don't know, just have it like that the whole time, and I use my biceps. So it helps me use my biceps better than this for some reason.
Great.
And then he spazzes usually. Just let it happen and it'll stop.
Just let it happen.
Would y'all mind demonstrating how laying down works and sitting back up? Would that be okay?
Do you want me to do it for her?
Well, that's good, because a lot of times sometimes that is how someone will come down. You probably didn't initially from the jump, right?
No, I was too scared in the beginning. I thought I would break my neck again.
Yeah.
So as she brings my legs around, I can just hit it in my upper body. And again, I'm just locking out. So I have no triceps, but because I can lock out, I can do that. And I can drop one elbow at a time. Got that. Is there a pillow?
Now, when you were going through rehab initially in Shepherd, walk me through the process of rolling.
When we were practicing rolling, my therapist would position herself right over here, and if we're practicing that direction, and then she would lift up my knee, and then I would kind of go back and forth with their help because I don't have quite enough, so I would just swing my arms and I'd do that.
Nice.
And then I'd use my left elbow, drive it into the mat to come back here, and then swing again. Ugh. Now this is a useful skill for me to have, because whenever I go to bed at night, I'm positioned on my side. Where did Chris? I'm positioned on my side like this, and I have my knees and all that padded off so I don't get skin sores. But what it allows me to do, now that I've built up that strength, is in the middle of the night, I have two positions to choose from. I can lay on my back, or I can lay on my side over here, which is nice. A lot of the like C4 and above quads I know, like they're stuck on their back all night long. So I'm very fortunate to have the ability to choose between two positions instead of just having one.
So I get your
Notice this board too, right? Quit flirting, guys.
We were talking about that part.
Sure, y'all were.
Where does it go? We want to know where does it go?
Where would you put the grip part?
So you
I
put
would
it
actually
on
put
the
it
butt.
under their butt.
That's what we do too.
Yeah.
We've heard like different
I
stuff.
thought that was the right answer, so thank you for complimenting.
Yeah. So we'll definitely use the long board for this one. It's like partially, it's like more like this area. It's not all the way under his butt. I feel like I like it closer. We do this all the time. Whenever going up somewhere, we're like, should the chair be here or here?
We always make it alive.
I know we do. This is not pretty usually though, because once Cole gets like here, he doesn't have the triceps to push, so it's kind of like me at that point. I try to focus on my back.
So we usually do this in two jumps. So the first one is just to get my butt on the board, make sure it's all the way on there. And then the second one is all the way.
Oh, good job, man. Wow, I made it look easy.
And then he's always super slouched, but of course easy to fix him.
But this is how I drive normally.
Cole, have you tried the sliding board on your own?
I have, yeah. Since it's downhill, I can actually do that on my own.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it without someone standing in front of me watching them.
Okay.
That was really awesome.
Yeah, it was cool, and I think it helped because it's much different working like with someone able-bodied who's pretending to be disabled than working with someone who actually has a disability, and also taking techniques that you read in a book and applying it like practically can be a lot different too.
Exactly.
And like they discovered that working with me, it's like with my level of injury, I'm supposed to do things a certain way according to the book, but that technique wouldn't really work for me, so they had to kind of improvise and think on their feet and figure out how to make it happen.
So when I'm blocking out here, see how my arm is already against my side?
Yeah.
So how your arm was positioned on that last one, it kind of bumped my arm out.
I think it's really good to get hands-on experience in school. Wow. I think it's really
Struggling
good.
today.
I think it's really good to get hands-on experience in school and before you get out into the field, because then when you get in the field, you're like, or your clinicals, you're like, oh my gosh, oh, I'm so nervous. So it's better just not be that nervous if you get it practice in school.
Yeah.
So.
It was hard for me because I really wanted to jump in and like tell them what to do and how to do it. But the whole idea was that I was a new patient and they were like coaching me through what I was supposed to do.
So now you're
Wow.
now you're live.
Amazing acting.
And then I'm going to
So yeah, that was hard because they were just like, well, they were thinking about it, and I'm looking at them and looking at the professor. I'm looking at Zach, like, can I say something?
Yeah.
And then he's just looking at them too, and I'm like, oh, I gotta bite my tongue.
Yeah.
You can lift from my leg if you'd like. Too much. Sorry.
It was great. And then after that, they were really excited to see Cole's truck.
Yeah, everybody came out, and I thought like maybe a couple people might want to watch, but no, the whole class came and saw the truck, so that was cool.
Insurance pipe or something like this?
The Department of Aging and Rehabilitative Services will pay for modifications to at least one vehicle, or actually just one vehicle. So they paid for this modification, which is awesome because this was like $70,000, and I would be driving a minivan if it weren't for that. So, but yeah, you can go check it out.
I even let someone rev my engine, which
Yeah.
was fun.
She was really
So,
excited to do that.
mhm.
So it was really awesome working with them. And we found out that Hampton University is one of 4 or 5 HBCUs that has a PT program.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great experience. I loved working with them, and I could tell that they were like energized about it too.
Yes, it was a game changer, them seeing you, how you move, and hearing y'all's story. That was, I think, made the biggest difference in the world, because that it's one thing to learn in a book, it's another thing to put your hands on somebody and watch them move and help them move. So that was fantastic.
And knowing a person, I guess, gives us more depth to your work.
They asked y'all, I stopped them from asking questions. I think they asked about 7 questions.
They ask good questions.
They did.
And they could have probably asked another, like,
Yeah.
15 or 20, because I could tell, like, there was more hands that wanted to go up. But I was like, we gotta practice moving. So
Hampton University is one of 4 HBCUs in the
4 or
nation.
5, yeah.
4 or 5 with a PT program.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that needs to change, right?
Yeah, I think in general the amount of racial diversity in the physical therapy world, really across all allied healthcare fields. In particular, with physical therapy, about 2% of PT is made up of African Americans, and other minorities, Latin Americans included, is like 3 or 4%. So
it's too low.
It's low, yeah. To give you some framework, Caucasians it's around 70%. It's a big thing to be able to bring a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds into the field, because that just that makes what's cooking in the field a lot better.
Yeah.
And Hampton has a lot of racial diversity. There are other schools that aren't HBCUs that do a lot of good things too, but we definitely want, in general, more racial diversity in the program, in the field. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very not diverse field.
No.
But it needs to be more diverse, just because the more cultures you have involved, the better everything is. I mean, more perspectives. That's what you want.
Yeah, and it was interesting because about 90% of the class were made of African American students, and if you think about it, those students are going to make up 3% of the PT population, or 4% of the PT population. It's a very low number, and it's like,
that's wild.
Man, that's crazy. And OT is like the same as about 3%. And I remember someone commented on my school video, and they were like, "Oh, Charisma needs more diverse friends." And it's like, that's the OT program. I am literally the only Black girl at my program, and there's like 3 other Hispanics. So it's a statistic that needs to be changed.
Yeah. This is something that we'd like to do more often if we got the opportunity, because I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
Operate under the assumption that this is like a brand new.
I want you all up in it.
Me too.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Me too. I would love to go to more schools, and Cole be a guinea pig.
You just want to hand me to people so they can use me.
I think it's really good to get hands-on experience in school.
Zach, you want to close it out?
That was a lot of fun. Thanks again.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Do you want to close it out for us?
Yeah.
Say, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay positive.
Don't forget to like, comments, subscribe, or say hi, and stay positive.
There it is.
Nice.
I like